everybody, I am here to do another book review, and I'm going to review RJ from the Secret Stacks book called Collapse. It's the first book in the Ashwood Lies series, and it is also the first book he has had published, so I'm gonna say a big shout out and congratulations to RJ for publishing your first book and getting it out there. I know I don't read enough of these types of books, so I'm really glad that this book has been brought to my attention and that I could read it so that I could appreciate just that journey to get to the post-apocalyptic setting. If you guys haven't heard about this book yet, this book takes place at a boarding school. The main character is a boy named Chase. He is part of the top of the class, and I also believe that he is 17 years old, and it takes place during Thanksgiving break. So they just finished their pre-Thanksgiving break finals. Chase decides to take his friends on this late night forbidden little walk and hike to try to get into the locked attic, and let's just say they find things they shouldn't have found. They uncover secrets of the faculty in Ashwood, and then things happen to where they are basically cut off from the rest of the world, and they don't know how the rest of the world is faring to these interesting natural phenomena that are occurring during their isolation at Ashwood. When I first read the prologue and chapter 1, when RJ was trying to get this published and accepted by Amazon, I was super thrilled. I enjoyed his writing style, but picking this up again and rereading it and then diving into chapter 2, I have to say I was super confused. For some reason, some of the diction in the story, because Chase is writing his story about what has happened the past couple weeks, it is in past tense, and so some parts in chapter 2 I struggled with that past and present tense usage. As I kept reading and going on to chapter 3 and 4, the writing seemed to clear up with that. I did find out that there was some editing issues. There is a continuity issue based on one of the characters getting stabbed. A different character's name was used in place of the person that was actually stabbed. I will say that RJ, you did an amazing job tackling different character personalities and also different backgrounds, and I felt it very interesting that the characters don't really talk about their past lives and their families. They really just see Ashwood as home, and so it was a very interesting concept. Because there's a lot of natural disasters and their school pretty much collapses, there is a lot of death and having to deal with tragedy, and whether you step forward and become a leader or whether you step back and just kind of follow the masses. It definitely leads to topics about when there is conflicts, whose side you choose, and also when it comes to keeping secrets and being a leader. So this is another really great book that really introduces gray morality and how the world is not black and white, and decisions have consequences, and you gotta see where those lines are drawn and what decisions and what actions actually need to be given justice to. So it was very intriguing reading about all of these themes and how they tie in together, especially with teenagers and everything like that. I also found that some quotes and some things that characters say seem so wise, like beyond their years, and I absolutely loved them. And they really talk about what love means and relationships and how teenagers act in high school and what the meaning of survival is. As for the only spoilery bits that I'm going to talk about, so if you want to like mute, I will put up a time for when you can resume. All I'm going to say is that the relationship that Chase has with Taylor, I felt like I loved the progression, even though he already had that crush on her to begin with. Just that development of their relationship and where they fall by the end of the book was very realistic, very believable, and I still really enjoyed that aspect of the story. And also when it comes to like conspiracy theories and secret society type plots, I felt like RJ handled that very well. It kept me interesting. I didn't feel like it was outlandish or unrealistic in any type of standpoint, and a lot of the mayhem that is caused is just so insane, and it kind of goes into that like scenario that really creeps me out, if there's really people out there who could do this and would do this. It completely baffles my mind, and it really makes me interested to see what happens next and really where the rest of the characters go and where Chase goes in the next book of the series. One thing I did not like about the story is the rave Thanksgiving dinner scene. I felt it was kind of weird and out of place, and so that was really the only thing I didn't like about the book. So I'm gonna give a really big thumbs up to RJ and say I really can't wait for book 2. Please let me know when book 2 is going to be released so that I can read it. Anyway, if you have any post-apocalyptic books that you really want to recommend to me, please let me know in the comments down below so I can check them out, because I read a lot of dystopian, but I don't read a lot of post-apocalyptic books, and so I would really love to get some of those recommendations from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye!